What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to King of the Sky, the Navy's largest helicopter, MH-53. So I've checked out this guy's channel. He has a big variety of different military helicopters, planes, and different things like that. So let's see this video about the largest helicopter, and let's see our thoughts about this. And I want to hear your thoughts at the end in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get straight on with it.
What's up, everyone? My name is Sam Ekholm, and today I'm at Naval Station Norfolk to spend a day with the squadron that flies one of the largest military helicopters in the world.
Wow.
I'm going to learn about their mission, their training, and I'm even going to have the chance to hop in the back for a ride myself. I hope you guys are ready, because this is a day with the Navy's MH-53 Sea Dragon.
Sea Dragon, bro, look at that. That is massive. Bro, the size of that is just insane, like literally. Look at the wings. I'm not sure what they call those. The wings at the top, bro, they are huge.
Now,
Wow.
to start out, I want to talk a little bit about the mission of this squadron. They're known by the name HM-15, which stands for Helicopter Mine Countermeasures. Known by the nickname the Blackhawks, the main mission of this squadron is to patrol foreign and domestic waters to locate and destroy sea-based mines.
All right.
Now, mines can be triggered by any number of methods, ranging from actual contact to an electronic signature. The MH-53 is able to hover safely above the sea and is capable of dragging a wide variety of instruments and machines through the water to trigger any mines in its path. In addition, due to the capabilities of this huge aircraft, the MH-53 is also able to perform the missions of humanitarian aid and cargo transport. Now, this helicopter has been deployed all over the world, and to get there, you may assume that they just fly it downrange. However, because of the helicopter's limited range and speed, it was actually designed to fit in the back of an Air Force C-5 Galaxy. That is after taking off the rotor, tail blades, and folding in the tail, of course. So now that we know a little bit about the mission of this squadron, let's head inside to learn a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
about
that's
both
what we
the
want.
individuals that service and fly this incredible helicopter. Walking through a flying squadron is always pretty cool, and this one certainly had me excited. Founded in 1987, the history and heritage of HM-15 extends quite a ways back, and the squadron memorabilia lining the walls really gave me a sense of just how incredible the men and women are that make up the Blackhawks. I got to check out the official briefing room, walk through the hallways to see what the day-to-day operations are like, and even had the chance to check out a replica mine myself. However, there was one place I had yet to go. Now, the Navy operates a little bit differently than what I'm used to in the Air Force, and the highest ranking individual in the squadron is known as the skipper. This is the skipper's office right here, and she's the highest ranking person in the squadron. Now, typically, as a young lieutenant, you don't really want to find yourself in the commander's office. However, I do owe a shout out to her because she helped set this whole thing up for me and allowed me to come spend the day here shooting this video. So here we are at probably one of my favorite views in the entire squadron. You can see the huge hangar behind me where they do a lot of maintenance on these MH-53s. Now, I hope you learned a little bit more about the squadron when we were inside, but I think it's time we go to the ground and get an up-close look at one of the Sea Dragons.
Oh. Wow, bro, just look how many buttons there are here. There's even on the top of them, on the roof. Bro, that is crazy. Like, how do they learn all these buttons? It's unbelievable.
So here we are in front of
of the mighty MH-53. I'm joined by Lieutenant Charlie Thomas, call sign Handyman, who's lucky enough to get to fly this thing on a daily basis.
Oh, wow.
So Charlie, I gotta ask, man, what's it like to fly the MH-53?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Obviously, it's just about 100 feet long, 80 feet wide with the rotors. So we're in the front 10 feet, so it's kind of interesting having 80 feet behind you that you're always concerned about and thinking about. But you know, we're able to lift about 55 people or upwards of 30,000 pounds of cargo. So it's certainly a cool aircraft, and it's an honor to be able to fly it.
Crazy.
Yeah, we always get asked what these are. These are our fuel sponsons. On each side, we have 2 fuel tanks that hold 20,000 pounds total of fuel. And it's great for us for over water flying. We can have 6 hours of flight time.
So this entire huge thing is just fuel. It's
Yeah,
a big gas tank,
the whole
huh?
thing is a big gas tank.
Wow, that is huge gas tank.
This is the MH-53 cabin. We can fit 55 passengers or 30,000 pounds of cargo. And when we're doing our tow operations, we usually have roughly 8 crew back here to conduct our tow operations. Here we are in my office, and we usually have 2 pilots up front with the aircraft commander in the left seat. As you can see, the instruments are may look like they're 90s technology, and they are, but they've proven to be reliable for the types of flights that we do over water and IFR.
Incredible, right?
All right, Charlie, thanks for the incredible tour of the MH-53. I have to ask, what are the odds that I can actually get in the back and go for a ride?
Yeah, let's do it. We have to head inside and grab some gear, but then we'll go for a flight.
All right, man.
Oh,
Excited.
this is gonna be crazy now. They gotta gear up. Always be prepared.
All right, as you can see, I am all geared up here, ready for my flight. I've got on what's called a survival vest, which weighs about 15 pounds, but comes with a lot of neat equipment. This is a light right here, first aid kit, emergency oxygen, comes with flares and an emergency radio as well.
Oh, wow.
And then is this thing around my neck's actually a life preserver unit, so in case we go in the water, it'll keep me afloat.
Yeah.
But my favorite piece of gear has to be this thing.
That must be
right
heavy
here.
though.
It's called the cranial, and you'll see when I put it on, it literally looks like I'm in the movie Star Wars, about ready to go for a pod race. So I'm all ready, guys. It's time to go get on that flight.
Let's get it. I've never actually been in a helicopter. I would really love to, but wow.
As I walked on the helicopter, things started to get real. I've spent a lot of time on the flight line, but there's just something about the way the Navy operates that gets me fired up. Everyone plays a part, and watching the pilots and the ground crew work hand in hand to get this helicopter ready for takeoff was pretty awesome to watch. On our way out, we flew over the city of Norfolk, and as we made our way further over the water, it was crazy to see the coast of Virginia disappear over the horizon.
Insane.
After a few minutes, I was given permission to get up and move about the cabin, and if you're wondering if there was a chance I could fall out, luckily I had a safety harness attached to my vest that helped me strap in and stay secure. As the rest of the crew began simulating their training, I honestly just did my best to stay out of the way. It was pretty cool to see all of their work in action, and one of the most memorable parts was getting an up-close look at the crew practicing what's called water rescues. Essentially, a big hook is lowered down into the water. In the case that someone overboard needed rescue, they could then grab onto the hook and be evacuated. Like I mentioned earlier, the main mission of the Sea Dragon is mine countermeasures. However, it is certainly capable of accomplishing many other things as well.
Wow, this helicopter is definitely something like good, you know, like, I don't know, it's just insane, mind-blowing, bro, the huge thing. But I want to see like a live rescue, you know, that would be quite nice seeing a rescue in the waters.
Now, if there's one thing I quickly found out, it's that this helicopter is dirty. It didn't help that it was one of the hottest days in Virginia, but I soon found myself covered in a mixture of sweat, grease, hydraulic fluid, and who knows what else. But you know what they say, if it ain't leaking, it ain't working. And so I guess it was just all part of the experience.
Yeah.
Although we didn't get to do it during my flight, another really cool feature of the MH-53 is its ability to aerial refuel. You may have noticed the huge nozzle that extends out the front of the helicopter, and although I have to admit it'd be pretty cool if that were a giant machine gun, it's actually the fuel receiver. Essentially a big hose that can connect to another aircraft mid-air and allows fuel to be transferred from the tanker to the helicopter.
Oh wow,
during the flight.
okay. Interesting.
Now, for the remainder of the flight, the pilots essentially just practiced different approaches into nearby airfields, touch and goes at varying speeds and altitudes to simulate landing in different environments. When it was finally time to head back to base, I made sure to soak up all the views. Oh yeah, and I even had the chance to sit out on the rear ramp for a seriously once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Wow.
All right, that was easily one of the craziest experiences of my life. I've had the chance to ride in a few different Air Force aircraft, but that was the first time I've ever done something like that. As I always say, the opportunities available throughout the military are pretty incredible, so I hope today you had the chance to learn a little bit about what goes on here at the HM-15 Squadron.
Wow, that was brilliant. It reminded me of like a movie, you know, like a small documentary. Wow, that was really nice. Hope you all enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And let me know if you've ever actually been in a helicopter, either a military one or, I don't know, just let me know what helicopter it was. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, like this video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.